Hello everyone, welcome back to the reaction video. My name is JUV, and today we're going to be reacting to the very first time ever of Adeptus Ridiculous. Now, if you know about my opinion on Adeptus Ridiculous, is that they don't go full on the lore, which is okay. I mean, it is just so much lore, and I don't hate them. I think these guys are very cool. They bring out cool posters, merch, and they always give us like such iconic quotes, moments, and they're just like a bunch of cool individuals that are just having fun of this, like, you know, Warhammer 40k, just like everyone. And this will be the very first time ever reacting to them, because this is a moment that I never heard of. Like, I don't think no one else ever like covered this story, and it is when Vashtorr returns in Cawl vs. Necrons Doomsday Weapons, wherever the fuck that language is. I do not want to say it. Extravaganza? What's some orc name, I suppose? But yeah, this is, you know, very interesting, because not only that, you know, Major Kill or the Cawl or Mr. Bones or any other content Warhammer 40k, you know, creator thought of ever covering this story, because, you know, you got Vashtorr the goat, and then we got Cawl and Necrons having this Doomsday battle. Like, that's very interesting, and I'm surprised no one ever covered this story in their channel. So if you guys enjoying this video, please hit all those tiny buttons down below. It'd be really appreciated. I will leave a link in the description down below, both the YouTube channel and the original video. So without further ado, let's just get into it. By the way, my fan is giving me some cold air, because the sun is really want everyone to get skin cancer.
Welcome everyone to another episode of the Adeptus Ridiculous podcast. My name is DK Diamantes, his name is Bricky, and Warhammer 40k.
The dynamic duos.
But I was like, are we still doing Space Wolves? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But before we do, if you enjoy today's episode of the podcast and you want to maybe support us, head over to patreon.com/Adeptus Ridiculous, where you can
your
get
support
access to
really
Discord,
gives them a lot of opportunities to create some cool shit. So be sure to do it.
Posters in crispy HD
Yep.
digital format. We have the Watchers poster right now is the new one. It's great.
Wow.
Bricky loves it. Patreon.com/Adeptus Ridiculous. Bricky, where could I buy that Watchers poster if I wanted a physical copy of it?
Wow, you could go buy that at orchid8.com. Link in the description, along with all other manner of wonderful merchandise, including a new one. Because this episode is going to go live on Valentine's Day, and none of us have anyone to talk to. So instead, we're going to have you buy merch for the people that you talk to. And that is a brand that DK and Shy haven't seen it yet, and I don't have a picture for them right now, but they'll see it later.
Wow.
It's a Conqueror shirt. It is super. It is
A
super.
Conqueror shirt?
It is a very simple, nice white tee with the red handprint across the chest, but it also comes in a crop top.
Oh my god, I know what it is. It's the captain of Angron's flagship, the Conqueror. I fucking forgot about her. Oh my god. Like, she's a cool character, but it's just like, you know, I am getting into things of things are going on right now in Warhammer. I just forgot about her. Oh my god. I think she is the ship. I believe she's the ship itself. Like, she's not like the ship itself. I saying, like, she's one with the ship. She's sort of like this sort of symbiosis type of ship, you know. I think that's what her fate is, and I'm very upset that they don't use her more. Like, I get it. Like, you know, I think her purpose had been like completed, just like, you know, Khan the Betrayer. But still, you can bring out the character and just show like the characteristics, but whatever.
It's like cropped, but it's like long sleeve with a hood.
I just
But it's like
forgot.
light on that thing, like a crop hoodie. I don't know how it's said. It's on the site. It's some fun
That's
new
so
stuff.
cool.
It's it's at the of all things. If we're gonna do a Valentine's Day, we should have it reference the greatest heartthrob in the 41st millennium, Mortarion.
Yes, stealing hearts, right? Gotta
Oh
gotta
yeah,
steal those
stealing hearts and
Literally,
out of your
spreading
chest.
thoughts.
definitely Mortarion.
Hey, that
definitely
mind.
not
Oh, yeah,
a
definitely.
particular lady on a particular
No.
ship on a particular world-eating legion.
No, certainly not. Nothing like that. She did. Certainly no abs are involved.
No, well, technically in this one there's not, but that's okay. It's this nice simple shirt. Pick it up, Orkney.com. Also, Shai tells me that we're gonna have a Detective Ridiculous poster this month too. That apparently I'm also going to get PTSD from. So
Oh,
that's
Detective
nice,
Ridiculous.
I guess.
Okay.
I know about it and I know what it is, but I haven't seen it. I haven't even seen any work in progress.
Oh,
of it,
I've heard
so
they
I'm
actually
gonna
stopped
be
making
just
those,
as
which is
surprised
really
as you are.
disappointing.
Would you say that this is one of those things that I would get PTSD from?
Nah.
Oh,
Honestly, you're probably gonna like it.
Night
okay.
Lord shit.
It's not like the Watchers one where it's sarcastic. Oh, Bricky, you're. And you're probably gonna like it.
you just like have a bowl of ice cream in 30 milliseconds. Like, oh, Bricky.
Yes, I was savoring the suffering that you were going to have. Yeah.
Well, speaking of death and suffering, Warhammer 40K.
Ah,
boy.
yes.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh
So,
boy.
I mean, unfortunately, my friend, you're just not gonna get this because there really aren't that many quotes here. And honestly, even if I gave you a quote, you would still not get it because I
Oh.
have no faith in you whatsoever, and
Damn.
I hate you.
I mean, that's fair. All fair points, sure. So
That being
what are we
said-
doing?
That being said, even if I had faith in you, you wouldn't get it anyway.
Yeah, probably.
We are continuing the modern day, the ongoing story of Warhammer 40K, and we are going into the next major events occurring in 10th edition.
Oh, by the
Warhammer.
way,
We're
this is 2
continuing
years
the
ago,
story.
so 10th edition
all right.
was
So
like
it's just
sort
the
of new.
continuation. All right. Where did we leave off?
So what we're doing today is based on the newest Crusade book that came out of Warhammer called the Pariah Nexus.
Okay.
It has a pretty baller cover art.
Ooh,
And I
that
agree.
is great cover art.
It's really
it is
cool.
quite something. It is just monumental in scale, but as you can tell, it is very much centered around the Adeptus Mechanicus and the Necrons.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of green.
And, we last left off on the Leviathan and the Tyranid invasions that were coming about. But we're taking a bit of a break from that. While Lord Solar Leontis and his group are out and about dealing with the Tyranid menace, this time we are centering around the war between the two major figures of the associated factions, Belisarius Cawl and Mr. Big Daddy King himself.
Oh, shit.
Big Daddy King himself, huh?
Zarek
what
is in the
What
What else
battlefield?
would you
Holy
call the
shit.
Silent King, sir?
Not Big Daddy King.
Okay, now
I
I'm
would
very
probably
interested.
just call him the Silent King.
That's only because you lack ingenuity.
Well, also probably because I have, some shred of pride and dignity left, whereas you have truly just...
I mean, you can call him the God Slayer. I mean, that's one I could think of. How about what about Mr. Bones, the God Slayer? I mean, why not that? Like, come on. I think that would be a better title. Because you are
Removed all-
narrowing down
Listen,
that title
He's
with a
certain-
little.
If there's one thing that
you
has a
you
lot
are
of
not
pride,
narrowing down with
it is
that
most
title.
certainly the Necrons.
Big King,
It's true.
Big Sis,
So-
Big, or whatever he said.
Here, our story begins in a different
Whatever.
region of space. This is the, it says the War of Sorrows and Silence, but
Oh, boy.
yeah, I mean it's kind of
Fun
a
stuff.
it's a, I mean we're what we talked about Like, oh yeah, but they committed genocide, and we're like, oh well,
You know how little that narrows it down?
Yeah.
So
I just
this
literally
is
said that. Like,
placed
do
in a
you realize
particular
how
zone
little
of
that narrows
space
it down?
known as the Pariah Nexus to some, the Stilled Region to others, and much like the usual Imperial bureaucracy, it was just an area of space that just kind of stopped responding.
Ah, never like to see that, because what made them stop responding?
Uh-oh.
Maybe they just have a faulty radio.
Yeah, well, and also it's buried beneath monumental amounts of like data and scrolls and logistics.
Yeah.
So by the time they actually get to it, it's already quite a problem.
It's
Yeah,
already
yeah.
fucked, yeah.
But basically, this area was this kind of circle, slowly expanding circle, known as the Pariah Nexus at the Era Indomitus kind of time frame. And it's hard to truly describe, but it's an utterly silent area of space.
Wow,
So,
totally silent, just nothing
So,
comes out of it?
So there's
Zero.
nothing.
like it is
No
a
sounds.
completely black spot on the map. You can't
So,
send
like, a
psychic
void?
signals in. No signals are coming out. You can't go through it.
Okay.
You can't like enter it. At least not like in a more natural way. It's just blank.
Oof. That's a problem.
It's a bit of an issue,
Yeah, that's a problem. Yeah.
especially considering how important psychic signaling and stuff is for the Warhammer.
Yeah.
No communication. Once you're in there, you lose all communication. That whole thing.
Yeah,
So-
that's a big if you're in there, that's a big problem. And if you're not in there, it's like, well, what's going on? Why can't we hear anything? Why can't we, ping anything in there? Oh, yeah, that's issues. Issues are had.
So to save us a bit of time, because they kind of go along with this like, ooh, what's happening thing for a bit in the book. I think we've talked about this before. This is a area of space that are built with these large black stone pylons by the Necrons.
Oh.
to
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
remove
Oh,
the
okay, that
warp.
makes sense.
Right. That's right. 'Cause
That's why he's called
we
the
talked
nothingness.
about like what Blackstone was and why it's so important, and yeah. Okay.
So basically what the Silent King is doing is he's building up an area of null space. He's charging these blackstone pylons with a negative kind of energy, and that is literally removing the warp from this area.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
So without a warp, you
Okay.
obviously can't travel through it. You cannot.
Yeah. You can't use warp travel. You can't communicate. You can't do a whole lot of anything.
No, it's complete dead. Or at least it's mostly dead. Eventually, after enough time has passed and this growing area of nothingness is getting larger and larger, Gilliman is like, "Hey, what?"
Yeah. What's that blank spot, and why is it getting bigger? That seems like a problem.
This is a little weird. I'd like to maybe deal with this.
Yeah, that's a good call by Gilliman. Probably want to deal with
Yeah, it's pretty weird considering it's 40k, but yeah, it's very appreciated to know that Gilliman, despite the shit he saw, even he would know, okay, that's a bit suspicious. I need to send someone to investigate that.
the blank spot
think-
that's getting bigger on the map.
That's how
Sure,
you know
sure,
that things
yeah.
are pretty
So he
much a
takes-
Tuesday.
Not himself, but he tasks a fleet to go out there. And this region, once they finally reach it, or like the border of it, some of them enter into the region. And let's just say it's not an easy time going into the region. A lot of
I could
the
imagine.
paths end up just exploding, or
Because there's
Oh.
no warp, so they just.
yeah, they just
Yep.
kind of do,
Yep.
or they kill themselves, which is
Oh,
pretty
boy.
common.
Yeah,
The
that's. Yeah.
commissars have their work cut out for them as disobedience starts to like skyrocket across all the ship decks. Basically, what this whole area, once they arrive into it, with this shuddering, barely able to make it in kind of I don't know. It's like really turbulent waves, except there's no waves. I don't know. It's kind of hard to describe.
I guess you can still fly a void ship through a blackstoned area,
Yeah,
right?
I can imagine
There's
you
no
can just,
warp. Like, can't you, like,
fly
does
towards it,
does
no?
a void ship travel on
Well,
warp
using the warp.
nonsense?
I mean, you
Is
can,
that possible?
fly it, you know,
Yeah.
but the
You just get
issue is that it's
navigated.
just like with everything in Warhammer. There are very few absolutes. It's just instead it makes it very hard.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
But once they arrive into this stilled region or the silent region, every place they go, every planet that stops communicating is just still. Like spaceports, refineries, mining, fortifications, all that stuff, they just stood empty, like as if the entire area was just plucked from, like from God, like the Rapture. You know, food was on the tables,
Yeah.
Oh.
molding, all that kind
That's
of stuff.
creepy.
But in reality, they didn't actually go away. They just stopped.
Oh. So people just where they were just kind of died and then just. Bleh.
Pretty much. Servitors are still there, but their minds are just blank, so they just kind of stand there. And then there's litters of bones and ash across the ground. People would just have their food plate and they would just stop moving.
Oh wow!
Damn.
So it's kind of like, did you ever see Serenity, the
No, I
Firefly
didn't.
movie?
No.
Where
I
they
didn't
talk
watch
about
it
how
either.
the Reavers were born because they were like they were testing a way to make people more calm so that war would end and nobody would ever be angry and whatever.
That does sound
and
familiar.
It ended up being like, oh yeah, it worked, but it worked too well, and everybody just stopped caring about living, and they just sat there tranquilly and died in place. But unfortunately, 1% of the population, it had like the absolute opposite effect, and they went stark raving mad and became just like these savage cannibals that, like, if they found
That
you
sounds
and got
familiar.
you, they would
Shit.
just rip you to shreds, eat you, and have their way with you.
I think I
Was
heard
that
it.
how
Damn.
the Reavers became the way they are?
Yeah, it was like it was like humanity's.
And I don't
Darkest,
remember,
most
but damn,
awful
that's a good
secret that they
movie.
wanted
It
to
sounds a
hide.
good movie. I should
I
watch
did
it.
know that.
They made the Reavers.
I did not know that. I've watched like 3 episodes of Firefly, and I know about the Reavers being bad, but I didn't know why.
Yeah.
I mean, that is basically what it is. You know, certain areas suffered far more because a generator was now unmanned and maybe would go critical, or a car would just, you'd stop using it and then it would just crash into something else, and you know, that usual stuff. But for the most part, it's just the stilling was what it was called. And they go into some pretty nasty detail. Like, some people would, some of the guardsmen would be walking on like a planet's surface in the woods, and they'd realize that underneath their feet they aren't crunching on on trees and stuff. They're crunching on the myriad tiny animals and insects that just lay there now.
Oh
Oh.
wow.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You have basically and completely cut your soul
Holy
off,
shit.
and everyone's soul off from the warp. Like, you know,
So yes, basically, you just simply cease to exist. You just die automatically, or you just go mad without the warp, because the warp is what I suppose one would say where life finds a way, and the warp is life itself. So removing that, you remove life, essentially. I don't know how to phrase it, but yeah, that's crazy, and that's creepy too. I could imagine that in a show, live action or animated. By the way, that live action Warhammer, I am gonna be not that surprised if they're gonna use a lot of CGI to fit the people inside the suits, or maybe they're gonna use the same method as Lord of the Rings. You know how they managed to use the camera to make people to see them as bigger and smaller. That could be a way they use, but they're gonna use CGI 100% because it's easier, and it just feels cheap.
Warhammer,
But
we have a
whatever.
soul.
Oh yeah, and it goes to the warp, and yeah.
Yeah, and it's just gone. So you have either one of two things happen. You either just completely lose the will to do anything, or you hyper accentuate an already strange personality quirk, which seems like it was taken exactly from Firefly.
Maybe. Well, yeah. It could be. They could have taken inspiration from Serenity. Sure. They could. They take inspiration from a bunch of other stuff. So why not that too?
So this is the Silent King's plan. He is to cut off one of the biggest threats to the galaxy, which is the warp and chaos, and in a sense, still the
chaos is
entire
dangerous.
region of the Milky Way galaxy, to then have an just an unrequited amount of leftover biological mass and matter to utilize to rebuild themselves.
Oh, okay.
Well, that would do it. If you got enough Blackstone, that would
That's
probably do it. I was
pretty
gonna say,
good of a
hey, on
plan.
the bright side, no chaos, huh? No chaos.
I mean, that's a huge bright side. Chaos is a huge threat to the Necrons because it's psychers and stuff, and it's very anathema to them.
Oh yeah, if you're the Necrons, it's all positives. But if you're the humans, it's like, well, at least there's no chaos, I guess.
It genuinely is
Sort of.
make a region of space with Blackstone so large that we will salvage the worthless husks of the organics and turn us back into flesh and blood again.
Kind of sounds like Reapers a little bit.
You know, I want to say yes, but at the same time, the Mass Effect Reaper thing has gone over so many rewrites that I don't even know which is which anymore.
So fair enough. So essentially, he just wants to, like, from corner to corner have, like, these Blackstone, are they, like, pillars or whatever, and just completely encompass the Milky Way galaxy in this sort of null space.
Blackstone pylons, yeah, basically.
Okay, gotcha.
And then, you negatively charge them is the whole point.
Right, right.
Okay.
So, with this, obviously, this becomes a potently difficult situation for a lot of the Imperial forces that arrive. Not only is it, one, an area that has no reinforcements for you, no way to communicate particularly well, unless you blow up half of your psychers' brains in trying to do so, but also your guardsmen, for the most part, just really struggle to even
Do
clean
anything.
their gun.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. That's probably the most difficult way to try to do a battle, because I know there's a lot of other challenges that have been put across in Warhammer 40k, like chaos, the orcs, Tyranids, or anything like that. It's just the motivation or the energy to do something. It's gotta be chaotic. It's gotta be spread out. Things like that. But for this, all that energy, it's just gone, wipe away, and it's causing people to just feel very depressed and don't want to do anything, or go ape shit and starting hurting each other. And I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty such a effective method that I don't think we have ever seen in Warhammer 40k, if not to my knowledge. Maybe there was a time, but I think it was just a different method, or it was just made from something else. Warhammer is never consistent on the things, because sometimes the writers just fucking forget about things. I mean, it happens, but yeah. But I think that's very clever. I could imagine if someone could reintroduce this, the Necrons would use that as a way to use it against the enemies, because, well, what is war without emotions? So the Necrons would just use that and cause them to feel a bit, numbness, which is pretty clever, but that's just me.
The only fact, the Space Marines are doing mostly okay.
Oh yeah, of course.
Some get a little wacky, like the Black Templars kind of are resorted a bit to just their base zealot instincts.
Oh,
So
of course.
Ooh.
They stop listening to orders very much, and they just start murdering.
Oh, great. Good. Love that. As if the
And
Black
enemies.
Templars weren't bad enough. Oh, okay, enemies.
Enemies. But it makes them bad at formation and stuff, you know?
It's just it's
it'd probably be
just
hard to
Tuesday. It's a
command
Tuesday.
people like that. Yeah.
Ironically, and I don't quite know how we're supposed to understand this, but the only faction that has any resilience to this in a massive way are the Sisters of Battle.
What?
The power of their faith keeps them not immune to the effects, but quite resilient. The sheer strength of their faith stops this from affecting them as much as it affects everyone else.
Huh. So just because they believe harder than everyone else, they aren't as affected?
For some reason, Shield of Faith is a genuine major thing here, and they're pure, just like probably the same reason why the Black Templars are doing so well as well, despite the fact that they're just kind of running ahead and killing everything.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's a really weird situation because sisters get.
Yeah, I'm trying to like just picture on the reason why fate would be this force that is helping them being more resistance of this nullification, because for me what would be a better option is either use the Iron Hands, because it's like, for me, I just feel like because of the the warp is like mind, body, and soul, and maybe like taking a piece out of you makes you immune in a sense, because why else the Adeptus Mechanicus will be able to have be a major factor in this story. I mean, the title literally says it. So that's why I'm mistaken. I think maybe you had to be part machine to be able to resist it, because the Necrons are full machine. I mean, they have nothing. So I'm just thinking maybe that's why? Or maybe you should use people who has a blank, people who has essentially an anti-soul. We don't know what a blank is. That's what I'm thinking. I think of, why not you just grab the Sister of Silence? Or I've heard that the Dark Angels are sort of blanks, but they're not true blanks, they're sort of ish. That's what I got from I think a video from General Bradley 101, that he explained that the Dark Angels are blanks. I don't know where that video is. I'm gonna put the video so you guys can react to it. So that's what I'm just thinking. I'm just thinking maybe you had to be part machine or maybe a blank to go there. I think that should be the effective way to go to proceed this this new mission. But no, apparently you just need to have a lot of faith. That is really weird. So would that also, like, why is it that Chaos isn't like having it? If like the Word Bearers, I mean, surely that would, how is that different from the fate of the Emperor? I mean, they're both believing this, both crazy believers. Surely that would also be not ineffective. I don't know. I mean, that's just an endless pit of what about this? What about that? And at this point, I just, yeah.
Their power of faith from.
My mind is buzzing of what the fuck.
It doesn't work like that, does it?
No, it doesn't. And as Shai said here, Luton did also made a video about how this is a huge plot hole.
Oh, okay.
But the fact that they're doing it again makes me wonder if they've got some kind of reasoning up their sleeve that they haven't quite shared yet.
I don't think that'd be the case.
Or maybe it's just a MacGuffin.
Yeah, I think that.
Or it's a MacGuffin.
Yeah.
But they really specifically call attention to the importance of faith. And it's actually a major utilized part of this book. When Cawl is dispatched out here by Gilliman to deal with this problem, he specifically notices the importance of faith to bring it down, and so they utilize tech, like machine god tech faith. They take some of the most fervent of the machine gods, what is it, like tech priests, and they have them go out to raise morale and assist, Skitarii troops and the like.
All right.
So
Whatever.
yeah, they're either doubling down or I don't know.
Right. So
Oh,
if
it's
you
just a
have
MacGuffin.
strong enough faith, you won't be as affected by the null
stealing.
space.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much.
All right. Well, hey, pray harder, fools.
Hey, yeah,
Yeah, just pray
harder.
Jesus.
Pray harder.
I don't know. I don't know exactly what they're getting at right now. But clearly, they're going for something here.
I guess they need to have some way to operate with proficiency in this null space, so it's not just a one-sided. Bleh. I guess.
Yeah, because like on one hand, they need a MacGuffin or else it's just humanity just loses.
Yeah,
know?
because you go into the
Yeah.
null space and then you just stop.
Yeah, of course. You
and
just need
shits just
something.
fall out of the sky because, well, we stopped caring about anything ever. So I guess you need some way for one side to actually operate in this pariah nexus.
Hmm.
And on the other side of things, like when they do call for help in this area, like later on in the book, and by calling for help out of the pariah nexus, like I said earlier, nothing is ever absolute. It just makes it really hard. So
Yeah.
they were able to get a signal out to like Gilliman, but it cost them like half of their astropaths basically.
Oh,
It's just-
shit.
Jeez.
it's all about just like, oh, it's so damn difficult to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
I guess if you're stuck in there,
I mean,
and
you're gonna
like,
need a
well, the only way
roadblock,
we can
huh?
get a message out is by killing half of you astropaths. I guess it's kind of worth it, because otherwise you're all screwed. So
Yeah, I don't know. It's a little weird. One could maybe argue that the Sisters of Battle, in their massive fervor, have such a strong faith that it can break past the pariah nexus and reach out into warp space
I
because
mean,
it's never a permanent
Yeah.
deal.
true.
But
yeah,
you also have to
I
bring other
suppose, but then
factors with that.
Wouldn't that suggest that like chaos could exist there?
yeah,
Because,
yeah,
you know,
exactly.
nothing's absolute. If you're a crazy enough chaos thing, you can find a little soft spot and.
It's a lot of stuff. We're obviously kind of spitballing here, but
Yeah,
you know,
like, once you start down that iceberg, like it's like, oh hey, don't worry, that's just the tip of the iceberg, and it's like, uh-oh.
Yeah, exactly. That
There's a
shit is
lot
just-
more under the surface.
The fuck?
So
Well-
yeah,
regardless, eventually, once Gilliman realizes what is happening in this space, he sends out Cawl to go, do Cawl stuff, and he brings
it's just
this
calling.
Yeah.
Oh,
What?
that's a good one.
It is.
He
Called
brings-
him.
He did call. He called him on his cell phone.
Yeah.
He called Cawl and gave a call.
He called
to go
call
out
to give a call.
to go out to the space and do whatever he can do to deal with what's happening in the pariah nexus. And Cawl, in his intelligence, made it so that he decided, all right, Blackstone is the null when charged a certain way, but Blackstone can also be used in the opposite, in a sense.
I'm assuming if you positively charge it, it does the exact opposite and makes like a warp-rich area.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It can be utilized in a polarity to enhance the warp in a way.
Ooh,
If there's a
not
way
sure
to
you wanna
decrease
do
it, there's a way to
that.
increase
I don't
it.
think you want to do that.
Well, Cawl is maybe crazy, but he's not dumb.
Yeah.
And so he goes out and he's like, okay, you know what? Sure.
Who isn't?
I'm going to bring a large contingent of my fleet, and I'm going to have the acquisition of Blackstone as the most important thing out of all. Is the most important. We need to go acquire as much Blackstone as we can. And, at first, it's a little rough. At first, it's a little tough. There's a lot going with it all, and it takes a while, mainly because a lot of the other rival tech priests are, they kind of got their own ideas.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
So not everybody fully believes Call's ideas about the Blackstone? Is that what you're... They think it's something else?
So, Admech hate Cawl.
Well, that's,
yeah,
that's true, because
of course they do.
He goes against everything
because
the
he makes cooler shit than them.
Stuff. Yeah, that's true.
He's kind of got a bit of a bad rap.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
But also, there's the idea that utilizing the Necrons' resources against them is no better than being alien scum.
Oh, that's true. They would think that, wouldn't they?
So utilizing their own powers against them is not something that people particularly love. And not just that, but to deal with such an insane level of, not to say power, but this space area against the Necrons, they decide to bring with them a couple artifacts, some Dark Age technology stuff.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy, Dark Age of technology stuff. All right.
Yeah, they were like, you know what? If we're going to be going out and doing all this, let's bring the big guns. Let's bring the things locked behind 9,000 vaults and keys.
Yeah, one step away from the stuff that's locked under the Golden Throne.
So they made their way out and about, and by going into this whole Pariah Nexus with this large fleet and working on gathering Blackstone as much as they did, they encountered quite a few Necron resistance patches, obviously.
Naturally, yeah.
Yep.
Because, there's a ton of Necrons there, and they're quite upset.
Yeah, and I imagine they wouldn't want you touching the Blackstone for anything. So yeah, makes sense.
So a couple people, particularly an Inquisitor Kyria Draxus, Lord Inquisitor Kyria Draxus, actually.
Oh, shit.
She has a model. She's like a bald-headed lady. She carries around like an Eldar gun. She's kind of neat.
Cool.
She has like a
Yeah,
cool
she looks
like
like a
wyvern,
badass.
like dragon on her arm kind of thing. It's neat.
Ooh.
But she took her way out to study as much of the Necron stuff as she possibly could. And by doing so, she figured out a way to possibly destroy one of these Necron pylons.
Okay. I'm also assuming she's a bit of a radical.
She is considered a radical, yes.
Shocking development.
Now, this came after a large contingent of battles back and forth between the Admech and the Necrons. The Admech were, for a bit, doing okay, but then kind of getting trounced. A
Okay.
bit, because the one, Pariah Nexus, 2, the Silent King's forces, and 3, a certain Sautek noble, who you will know as Imatech the Stormlord.
Oh.
Yes, the old Stormlord. Let's
Well,
go.
this shit is gonna be
Didn't
fun.
much like what the king is up to,
Oh.
so he decided to say,
So
"Screw
it's like
you,"
a
and attack lot
three-way
of his
fight.
forces.
Wow, really?
Yep.
So, okay. So it's an important thing to note between Imatech and Zarek. So Zarek just came back. He's got a huge army. He's the Silent King.
Mhm.
Many people bow to him regardless.
I'm
Right.
not gonna lie, they barely do anything with him, with the Silent King. I mean, the only time I remember where the Silent King ever did something like any, like action was the time he assisted Dante with the Tyranids, and he was wearing a mask of Sanguinius, but it wasn't the same as Dante. It's more of a peaceful mask. And that was it. I mean, there was nothing, which is weird because considering that this is the guy who is like fought gods, and able to defeat them, and he was the only one that was trying to assist with the Tyranids. Like, surely you will make him to play like a big factor in this, but no, they barely even touch him, which is just sad.
Imatech thinks that the idea of returning.
Oh wait, I think there was a story. I fucking forgot. I think it was the time where the Silent King met Gilliman, and I think he defeated him. I believe that was another time. I forgot the book. I forgot what it's called, but I remember it. I don't remember. Shit. But you can see, like, they barely use him. They barely use him as, Like they only use him as a final boss. That's what I'm trying to say, which is fair. But I still want to know like his mindset really because he doesn't talk. So I just want to know like more of him really.
Flesh and blood is stupid.
Right,
We
he's
are
one of
Yeah,
the people that's
okay.
like, oh, look at how perfect we are. We're immortal. We want for nothing. We're perfect. We're perfect.
exactly. Zarek wants to undo his sins. Guys, their names. Zarek wants to undo his sins. Imhotep believes that right now where we're currently at is where we should always be.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
two different
So
ideologies.
he naturally doesn't want. He definitely doesn't want the Silent King to succeed in anything, and he probably doesn't like this Prime Nexus at all.
No, because he doesn't mind necessarily the cost of the Pride Nexus because it is destroying and killing humanity, which he's
Yeah.
pretty stoked for.
Oh, he will be
But
happy
it's
for
not his point.
Yeah.
And so for the most part, Imhotep, because he might actually command like equivalent forces to the king because he's been awake
it.
for so
Oh,
much
that's
longer.
true. Okay.
It's not, Zarek has been awake, but in the game for so much longer. He is leading in a sense a kind of sort of civil war against the Silent King. And so a lot of times the Admech are getting their asses kicked and then all the Necrons just leave. Because they're like, oh god, Imhotep is beating our ass elsewhere. And
Imhotep's back. We're needed elsewhere.
Zarek is none too happy about this, by the way.
I'm sure he's
No,
not.
no kidding. You don't say he's not happy about the Civil War.
He doesn't say much because he's the Silent King.
Yeah.
But he is it is said here that he has a menacing cold outrage against this.
Oh god.
Yeah, not happy.
No, not pleased at all.
No, not. Nope.
But after all this kind of occurs, Draxus eventually, Lord Inquisitor Draxus, finds a way to destroy one of the pylons. She finds a way to be able to actually take it out from within. Oh yeah, there's her model. It's pretty cool.
Oh wow, Draxus is badass.
Yeah, her it's like a shuriken cannon. I think she uses from the Eldar.
Dang, what's that on her shoulder? Is that a tear?
No, it's like a whelp, like a psychic whelp or something.
Again, that is pretty
Damn,
cool.
that's cool.
It's
what
very
a badass. Jesus Christ.
So, with all of this stuff happening, eventually the humans do find a way to lead a force directly on the currently embittered, bridled Necrons that are indisposed with problems caused by Imhotep.
Okay.
Land on the pylon, enter it, and blow it up from within, and topple the whole pylon.
Okay. And then suddenly the Prime Nexus gets smaller and
a bit of a hole reopens up in the warp, morale increases, things get better, all that
start
kind of
sending out
jazz.
messages about what's going on in here, and hey guys, we're okay, we did it. It's the Blackstone. Get us out of here.
So this this is the turning part of our story. Because the Silent King was fucking furious at this.
Oh, I bet. He must have been absolutely
Ooh.
outraged that they destroyed one of the black...
You know, for someone who is supposed to be a machine, their emotions can be very, very explosive. No pun intended.
Blackstone pylons.
But like it's hard for me to like I gotta truly express to the extent of how mad he was.
Oh shit!
Started talking.
There's a great story
He
here
might as
of
well.
a Necron overlord who is walking underwater with his Lichguard flank.
Yeah.
And currently a bunch of Doom sites and other like craft are flying around firing at the humans on this base. And he's really pissed off because he has to take to going underwater in order to get out of the range of the artillery guns and the like. And a lot of his warriors are old and decrepit, so they're going really slow, walking and trudging in this muddy underwater thing. But particularly, the Overlord is fighting the humans with tact.
Okay. With
Yeah,
tact.
tact.
So Necrons have a very strict code of conduct.
Yep.
Okay, Shai, that's a fucking hilarious meme.
He poisoned our water
for a
supply,
couple
burn
reasons.
our crops, and deliver
We'll
a
get to
plague
that in a
upon
moment.
our house. Yep.
So
Ah,
Necrons
SpongeBob,
are
you will
all
never die
about
out.
not the chivalric code. That's knights. But they're very much a like the triarchal code, the code of conduct with battle.
Yeah.
You don't, you know, insult your, and it's like Revolutionary War shit where because all the Necrons walk in lockstep, and then they're like, you know,
Very
legions and
honorable.
legions and flanks.
So much, in fact, they just get rid of the Doomsday weapons to make it fair, which is, in my opinion, the dumbest decision. Like, every decision or belief in Warhammer, like, I feel like everyone can agree that, okay, this is total ape shit. Not ape shit, dumb shit. Like, why would you get rid of your Doomsday weapons? Why don't you use your Doomsday weapons? Why will you not, take your enemy's weapons and make it into your weapons? Like, it's all, hey, let's not do it. Our research, research on your enemies. Like, it's just like, what the fuck, dude? Like, sometimes I'm just like questioning all the time, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Like, it just, it really hurts my head.
And stuff, and
when you put your critical thinking helmet, it just fucking hurts.
Is not Necron of you.
Yeah, sure.
So despite the fact that this is a war against inferior beings, you still treat the inferior beings with a certain level of,
respect.
Yeah, respect, honor,
Now, at the time, this overlord is a little pissed off he has to do that, but it is what it is.
It is what it is. That's how you operate.
That's how you operate. And for the most part, at this point, the thing that bugs him the most is that behind him, there's a Plasmancer, which is one of the various cryptex, who is very, what's the word? He's staring at the back of his head all the time because this Plasmancer's got all of the dastardly stuff.
Oh, okay.
The not kind, not respectful weaponry.
Ah, all right.
Okay, so you got the one-shots.
What kind of weaponry is respectful, by the way?
Well, respectful weaponry is the ranks and ranks of Necron warriors walking up and firing and walking up and firing, and then the noble Lich Guards surrounding, for honorable dual combat against an enemy captain.
Okay. And this Plasmancer is just not. He's being a disrespectful whelp or something. Like what?
The Plasmancer is. Like, the Overlord is a lot more of a, guys, we gotta do honorable, respectful combat, where a Plasmancer is like, let's just, like, poison their water supply, burn their crops, and deliver a plague upon their houses.
Okay.
Okay, gotcha. The Plasmancer just wants to get it done by any means necessary.
They are.
Not just that. I just feel like he just want to have some extra fun. Like, he just want to be that one character that has that so much splash damage, and he just want to go crazy, like Warframe. Like, you have this character that does a shit ton of damage, and you just want to go all out and just be MVP. I feel like that's one of that's a viewpoint I can get with. Like, I am that person. If I have a character that does a shit ton of splash damage, I'm gonna be that character. I'm gonna be that character, and I am not gonna hold anything back.
It's bordering on magic is what the Necron Plasmancers and stuff do, and they're all about death.
Okay.
So, destroying this pylon.
I think this is where things are gonna go awry.
Call that the humans have chosen dishonorable combat. They have destroyed one of these sacred pylons, and they have
here it comes.
To move this
Doomsday weapons
to the point where they no longer deserve respect.
Ooh.
You may now do whatever you want.
Oh shit!
Oh boy, so the Plasmancer's just licking its lip. Well, it's not licking its lips.
How would it?
I have lips and I need to lick. I have no lips and I need to lick. But yeah, so they're just like, oh yeah, Limiters are off.
He got the eyes of excitement, like, almost like those kawaii eyes, like, but instead of like in love, he's like, oh, finally, I can finally do some doomsday shit. I feel like that's his reactions.
Do whatever I want. Oh, hell yeah, brother.
Basically, the Plasmancer heard this and his eyes flared wide. He was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
So this began a doomsday weapon arms race between the
Oh,
two
shit.
factions.
Here we go. Okay,
yeah,
let's see what they
don't
got.
You don't really want to have a doomsday off with the Necrons, do you?
Well,
For most race, yes,
in
but this
Cawl
is
and his
the
buddy's
Imperium.
wisdom, they decided
That's true.
to-
Call's there, so Cawl probably does have a wide array of doomsday machines to. Okay, I forgot about Call's interests.
And that's
Well,
not even from
yeah,
Cawl.
he
They have like
decided to
Dark
bring
Age
a lot
technology.
of, old school STC level.
The dark age of technology stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Here we go.
So, when the Necrons, I don't know, took a Catan shard and spread its influence into thousands
Oh,
of
shit.
canoptic flying creatures that flowed like a ghostly, shadowy cape through the night and turned all of the Admech forces on each other to kill each other. Cawl then responded with firing the tiny little black box at the Necron fleet, which slowly expanded into a black nothingness hole so large that it consumed half the planet and then just removed it from existence.
Whoa!
Holy shit!
He just dotted half the planet?
So, like, I hate that I have to make a JoJo reference here. Like, I'm genuinely furious about this right now.
Then don't.
Okay. Oh, wait, you didn't see part 4.
Yeah, I didn't. I haven't seen past Diamond is Unbreakable. I never finished Diamond is Unbreakable.
Oh, I don't
Okay,
blame
well,
you.
part 3 sucks ass, so it's okay.
Oh, it sure
yeah.
does. That's why I didn't. That's why I stopped JoJo.
Okay, so there's a guy with a power in the 4th part that has something similar to this, but like, imagine you're on Photoshop and you have an eraser an eraser circle.
Okay.
Yeah, and he used a big version of that on half the planet.
Jeez.
Well,
And just-
you just like slowly keep increasing
How
the
the fuck
eraser
is the
circle
planet
size
not,
larger,
like,
larger and larger, until it just
explode? Like, how is
was
it
a
still
giant
intact?
block of like black orb that just deleted from existence like half the Necron fleet and accidentally half the planet.
Jesus.
Accidentally half the planet.
Because the Admech don't know what they're doing because these are
Yep.
Dark Age of technology weapons.
Yep. Oh
Yeah.
man, that's a crazy weapon though.
Well,
That is an insane.
And I'm not sure if this is gonna play in factor, but the fucking admin do not like sharing information towards each other and to most of the Imperium because they would rather keep it to themselves rather than expanding their progress on making cool shit. And yeah, I'm not sure if that's gonna be in a factor, but yeah, I just want to point that out because of their, I suppose, their incompetence is gonna play it as well. But to be fair, the Necrons also has that, so whatever.
Weapon.
in response to this, the Necrons grabbed a dwarf star and
What?
just, like, threw it at them.
What? They just yeeted a star at them?
They had like
The
a
fuck?
tesseract, like labyrinth, like a Trazen box, and they just like threw it at them, and it just turned into a dying star, and then
Dude.
it's like destroyed half their.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry I had to pause it early, but they just grabbed a fucking dwarf star and threw at the Admech. Like, what the fuck? Like, I know there's gonna be doomsday weapons, but holy shit! I feel like, whoever the writer is of the Pariah Nexus, I feel like he just had enough of GW, like having these these mass destruction weapons that the Necrons or the Imperium have, and they just don't do nothing with it. They just like, oh, this is what we have. This is what it does. We're not gonna use it though. And I feel like he was like, you know, I'm fucking tired of this shit. I want to go fucking scorch earth. I want every amount of destruction as possible for mankind. I want everything. I mean, it is the grim darkness of the far future. This is where there ain't no peace. It's only fucking destruction and war. That is why that is why we need to fucking you know, start using them now. I'm tired of not using these shit. Like, it's just so, it just disrespectful. I don't know. But yeah, I feel like that writer just had enough of all this fucking bullshit and said, let's just have fun. I feel like that what happened.
Fleet, and I'm like, okay, sure.
So Cawl dots half a planet and their forces, and they respond by just lassoing a dying star and just chucking it at them and just.
They fired.
That's crazy.
They fired.
Just go
then the
in,
AdMech,
baby.
Came in and was like, hey, you want to, by the way, here, we're going to fire this gravity well, and then it's just like this giant lightning well grabbed a bunch of Necron ships and just crushed them into like atoms.
Oh my god.
This just happened.
And something tells me Vashtorr is gonna come about because of this shit. Vashtorr will fucking love this shit, and I think he's gonna very find this very interesting, because you know, Vashtorr's character, one, he never lies, and two, he just love crazy shit that are made, you know. I think he really loves it. I mean, his inventions express his feelings towards, you know, destruction. I think he really likes it. And I think maybe he would like the Primarchs because, in a way, they're all mass destruction weapons, if you think about it. But yeah, I think this is a good reason why Vashtorr will show up. By the way, Vashtorr is probably one of my favorite characters in the Chaos faction because, well, not only that it you know, catch my taste, because if you see my logo, then it's like a, you know, steampunk, and it's like, you know, Vashtorr sort of look like steampunk, but more hardcore, and that is a reason why I like it. Another reason I like him is because he is so different from the Chaos Gods, because the Chaos Gods, they just feel like they're there. They don't feel like there's any sort of uniqueness. And Vashtorr being introduced is just, you know, it's a fresher air because he never lies. He always makes strict rules and tell you what you need to do. He's such a chill guy, and he's like, you know, probably a character that you can just sit next to and just have a conversation with. Like, without the other, like, Chaos Gods, they just gonna, you know, fuck with you or kill you. Like, that's the only two that Chaos will do. But whatever. Yeah, it's very cool.
Back and forth at nauseam.
This is just crazy yet fun.
Your Doomsday weapon will counter my Doomsday weapon with my Doomsday weapon.
Literally a Doomsday.
It's basically like Yu-Gi-Oh.
Also,
Wow.
Shy, the Catan bit in the notes you mentioned, is that the bit about her, or is that something else?
Yeah, Shy.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You want to read this? This one was funny.
Draxus and her forces were confronted by a contingent of Necrons led by Zaras. A brief skirmish within a tomb ensued, which ended when Draxus used her power fist to smash a Catan shard and release it. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
The shard teleported the Imperial forces back to their fleet and began a rampage against the Necrons.
Goodbye, Necrons.
Ooh, okay, so Draxus just punched a Catan shard and released it?
What was that pause? I'm not gonna. That shit got me. I thought my internet went out.
Yeah, she let a Catan shard.
She just
released.
let out a Catan because she punched it?
Well, no, she like opened.
You just smashed
the
it.
Pokeball.
Yeah.
Right.
And then the Catan shard's like, "Thanks, bro," and then just started murdering the Necrons.
I'm sure as soon as that thing got it was like, oh, it's Necron killing time.
He's like, oh, you done it now.
It's just this never. It's hilarious what they write in here because Cawl's Doomsday weapons against the Silent King's Doomsday weapons. Because obviously the Necrons didn't quite expect the humans to have.
Oh
weapons
yeah,
like
they
this.
didn't expect
Yeah,
that
they weren't
shit.
accounting for Cawl.
But honestly, the tech priests so excited to use their unfathomably frightening stuff, kind of killed themselves as much as they killed the Necrons.
That's fair, because they probably would be really. It's like, oh boy, we finally get to use this thing. I thought I'd never get to use the Doomsday weapon, and yeah.
Oh
they
god,
did
we
get
took
a little overzealous, and yeah.
Turned the planet into like the Apple logo with a giant bite out of it.
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
Some of our forces were on that.
This actually was
Actually,
particularly
it is
rough
a
for
good
the Silent King
comparison.
2 because the use of the super high-level cryptex known as the Technomandrites, utilizing their high-level stuff made the other nobles kind of pissed. Because they're like,
Really?
that's
Oh
not
yeah,
cool.
I would.
That's
Don't
not
do
what
that.
we do.
Yeah.
Like, fake king.
Oh, yeah, that would be a
shit.
problem for him.
Yeah,
Oh.
it is not something that a true noble of the Necron lineage would do.
Oh, so his
Ooh.
status was kind of lowering because he was stooping to Call's level.
Exactly. He was not even stooping to Call's level, but just in a sense, like
Not doing
this
the
goes
way.
against our
Yeah.
code.
Right. Okay.
Which in doing so brought more people to
Yeah,
to
that-
Imhotep's side.
Emotech.
Yeah.
Shit.
So-
I imagine Imhotep would get a lot of Necron supporters.
So at the moment, it
You'd
started off
probably
with the
be
Pride Nexus
surprised.
being a bit of a really bad zone, and then Imhotep. I mean, despite age sickness, what is the number one thing that's stopping the Necrons from killing everybody?
The numbers.
No, political infighting.
Oh well, yeah,
Ah,
political
okay.
infighting. I thought it was because a lot of them hadn't woke
So
up.
just like the Imperium.
It is
Okay.
also that, but
Yeah.
the Necrons
Political
like to
infighting,
fight each
sure.
other all the time.
Yeah.
I get there's a little excerpt about Trazen.
Hey,
who,
Trazen.
apparently, during this whole shtick, during all these things going on and all the happenings, used the Necron Civil War as a way to raid multiple tomb ships.
Wow.
He would. That sounds on par for
Trazen.
Trazen, sure.
Oh,
And
you.
Orkin was there as well.
Oh.
Orkin was out there because his divinity of the future was getting off. It wasn't working. as
Oh,
well as it
really?
should be.
Oh, okay.
So he was out trying to figure out what the hell's going on. What
Yeah.
like there's some zone of space or something going on that's ruining his seeing the future.
Mhm.
He's trying to figure out why or what or anything that's currently happening.
Okay. Okay. So all the cool Necrons are here.
They're all here basically.
Everyone is here.
But Orkin finds out what's happening,
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh,
after
this
this
is where we
giant
did get him?
space rift has arrived and like opened up and the warp has arrived, you notice a mass. Orkin realizes that this area is where all of his problems are occurring, and what's even more scary for him is that he is quote powerless to stop it.
oh.
It's not about an issue with his
Ooh.
divinity. It's about the fact that there's nothing.
If you can say that, someone who can control the future without any consequences, like think of it like Reverse Flash, basically a living paradox that he can do anything that he wants without having any sort of consequence in the universe. That's basically what Orkin is, in a sense. Like he can do anything in time, but it's not like the crazy like multiverse thing. He can manipulate the time fate weave bullshit, but whatever. That's sort of like that. Like imagine if Reverse Flash, like no matter what he does, he can change nothing in the past, future, present, whatever. Imagine that. That is very concerning. Like imagine just having Reverse Flash unable to do shit. That is like very, very concerning. And I
he
think I
can
know
do,
why
because
that
this
is, but I want to let him to
area
introduce
has been preordained
because I know
by
I'm
the
sensing the
cogs
build
of
up.
the universe for like a long time.
Ooh. Okay. So there's no change in what's about to happen.
Yeah,
here.
it's
This
it's
is
what you
set
call
in
an absolute
stone.
point.
No chicanery is gonna be able to warp or twist this.
Who in the world of 40K would be the most stoked
Ooh.
having two massive factions using the most dastardly doomsday weapons against each other.
Ooh.
Well, that sounds like something Chaos would be a big fan of.
Oh,
Who specifically?
come on. You're close, DK.
Probably. That sounds like a Corn thing.
No.
Sounds like Corn would be happy by a giant war where people are just blipping each other out of existence, mass killing. That sounds like a Corn thing.
Nope.
Think about it. Untethered scientific prowess of gigantic doomsday weapons. Madmen
Come
inventing
on.
the most destructive things known
Come
to
on,
man. Who
DK.
does that
Surely you
feed?
would know.
Zinch?
Oh my god.
You're gonna change?
Think smaller.
How about you just tell me?
Versace!
The
baby!
Versace.
Oh.
But
I wasn't even.
okay, that one got me. I didn't expect him to call him Versace, but yeah. You know, I'm gonna call him from now on Versace. Yeah, Versace will come. Oh my god,
Versace
that shit was
himself.
clever. I'm not gonna lie.
Think of him as a chaos god.
So what happens now with
How are
this
you
all
not?
happening? Guess what? A rent in reality opens, and the gigantic reanimated version of Caliban, Wormwood, arrives into real space because Versace, Mr. Versace himself, is like, I gotta get a load of this.
Yeah, I told you he'd be like, dude, I'm gonna get a load of this shit, and he just, make like a microwave and put some popcorn and just, enjoy the scenery, I feel like he would really, really love this shit. And I'm just curious, would Vashtorr would align himself with the either the orcs or the Imperium or maybe the Eldar, because he does not like the 4 Chaos Gods and their constant fighting for each other, always fucking each other up. He hates them. He really hates them. So I am just interested if he ever considering making a bargain with with either forces, because these they will be like a pain in the ass towards the forces of chaos. So I'm just wondering if he ever thought of let me just help you because I fucking hate those 4. I just presuming that, but it will be very interesting because he's just that much of a badass. I mean, that's all I can say.
Oh yeah, I had a buddy call him Versace, and I can't not call him Versace now.
Oh, good old Versace. Yeah. I have a Versace cologne.
Oh, I do too. Is it the red one?
Oh,
No, it's the
Versace
green
cologne.
one. It's Eros.
Oh, okay.
You have it's a different one. I forget what, but yeah.
Yeah, the square one.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. That's good. It's like, Berkey, call him Vashtorr once so people who listening can understand what's going on. It's Vashtorr.
It's Vashtorr. Well, you probably, that's true. I guess if you're listening on a podcast service where you don't see the video, Shai probably put up a picture of Vashtorr, but that doesn't help if you're, listening on Spotify or something.
Mr. Vashtorr, yeah, I mean, when 2 factions, though I guess the Necrons being soulless, I don't know how much it would actually feed him, but
wouldn't it technically be
utilizing
3?
madman technology, massive
yeah.
levels of destructive doomsday devices. This feeds the boy.
Oh
Puts
yeah.
the dog in him.
That's what's that.
He
got
put the
that
dog in him.
He got that dog in
He
him.
got that dog in him.
And
I don't
so-
know. I wasn't thinking of Vashtorr as a chaos god yet. I knew he wanted to become a chaos god, but I didn't think he had actually,
Well, technically not, but it's more just the concept. It does feed him,
Yeah.
Okay.
So Vashtorr arrives, and with Wormwood, his gigantic planet,
Yeah.
and there's actually a really great section where he kind of floats his planet really close to another planet of Imperial defenders, and the gravitational pull and chaos stuff just yanks them all from the surface and yanks their mountains out of the
Oh
dirt.
shit.
Oh,
Pulls
wow.
them towards him. Just like
Jeez.
An
Well,
apocalyptic gravity
they
well. It's
fucked.
really cool image.
Damn.
People are just
Alright.
like flung from the planet all across space.
That sucks. For
It
them, that
is.
sucks. That's awful.
It is super awful, but like
Mountain just getting ripped out from the ground. Holy.
and then of course they get chucked directly into Wormwood, the demon engine planet.
Yep.
Oh boy. If you survived, you'll wish you hadn't.
Yeah, there's another thing about 40K. It's like, oh, if you thought that was worse, wait until next.
Yeah,
Jeez.
kinda. Little awful situation there.
That's Unicron. Is the planet-eating dude in Transformers. This is Unicron.
Yep.
Yeah, but he doesn't eat it. He's just yanking
Yeah, he's just
gravity.
He's eating. Yeah.
It's just planet next to planet gravity.
Well, there's a part in the Transformers movie where he like his mouth is like this big gaping maw, and it kind of sucks everyone literally off the planet and into his mouth.
Are you talking about
So,
the Primal movie?
Vashtorr clearly
That shit was
is
vanilla.
very excited by this. He in a funny sense, he kind of just arrives and he's like, "Bro, I gotta see this."
Yeah.
I need front row seats.
Yeah,
for
I
this
can
thing,
imagine.
'cause this is wild. Even Chaos is like, bruh, this is dope.
Which is why Orkin had a hard time figuring out the divinity, because Vashtorr, in a sense, had already planned his. Because Vashtorr is weird. Like Zinch has an all is planned hee thing, but Vashtorr has an all as planned as well. But his plan is more like, I've specifically set the cogs in motion years ago to arrive at this precise moment.
Oh. Damn.
It's not like, ooh, the change, the difference. Like, no. My train has arrived at this stop exactly when I put my foot down.
Damn. Vashtorr kind of badass.
He's a baller. There's
Yeah.
There's a
Oh,
really
he
dope
is,
thing
he is.
where he's on this gigantic tower, a spiral stairway tower full of cogs, some the size of 50 feet, some smaller than like a grain of rice. And he just like moves his hammer and it twists the entire tower around so he can look in different directions. It's kind of
Ooh,
it's kind of
yeah,
baller.
that's pretty
That's
good.
dope. Let's go. Hell
But
yeah.
Oh, by the way, Naga, I sort of made this like in my head on a battle between, what if the Arks of Omen, a ship of an Ark of Omen, went to the Warhammer, not the War, to the Helldivers universe, and who will win? And I just came to the conclusion that the Chaos would win because of three things. Number one will be guerrilla warfare. I mean, the Night Lords and the Alpha Legion will be pretty good. I think also with the Thousand Suns, but we'll get to that later on. Number two, Vashtorr can just take away their whole tech of the Helldivers and make them their attack against them and causing them a lot of issues and problems, because he's the lord of inventions, a lord of science and creation, things like that. And Helldivers, their go-to model is that they fight the enemies, they take their shit, re-engineer into their own, and use it against them to be better and stronger. Right, that's the whole goatee. So Vashtorr is gonna be the kryptonite of that, and the warp, Helldivers, and the most factions of every will not have a good grasp or understanding of this, because most of it is by definition, or in quotes, scientific. Like from the Tyranids, from the Automatons, and from the Illuminants. They all use some type of scientific method. And we're bringing the warp where science just ain't nothing to the warp. But yeah, it will be pretty cool. I really love to see an animation on that. But continue.
he says, quote, "Alas that your erasure must I engineer here in this place, for you are now but grit in the fly wheels to be whisked away, Machines have you made for such purpose as I cannot condone. And yet, uses I shall find for your nodal matrix, little king. Lengths yet are there to which you have not been driven. Mayhap I shall wield the goad.
Damn.
Imagine
Because he
calling
talks
the
like a
silent
weirdo.
king Little King. Imagine, imagine
Little
being on
King.
such a pedestal that you look at the silent king, oh, Little King, like he's some
Damn.
child, like he's just some petulant child. It's like, that's the silent fucking king.
So it would appear that after getting his webway device to move his giant demon engine planet around the stars, he has arrived here to an area that will feed him heavily.
Yeah.
And also, he apparently has a use for his nodal matrix from the Silent King, as he says.
Okay. All right.
And that's where the book ends.
Oh.
Okay. So this takes place before, or no, this takes place after.
The Ox of Omen book.
When was the last time we saw Vashtorr? At the end of the
Arcs of Omen.
Arcs of Omen. He's got the key, but we don't know what for.
Yeah, he has the key, but he's trying to find the lock.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. And this is after that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So this is his. This is his most recent thing that's happened. Is him arriving back into real space.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. Just making sure I got the timeline right. Okay, cool.
So we don't know what he's.
What a
out
way
here
to show
looking-
up.
Right, dude? He's just like,
Jeez.
man, I gotta check this. Look at this fun stuff. I'm here. I'm ready.
I gotta
Give me
see,
your
I gotta get front
cogs.
row seats to this Doomsday off. Like, jeez. And those are crazy weapons that they're using. God damn. I mean, 40K's got some wild stuff, but like, this is just damn.
I mean,
It's
yeah.
doubly funny too because Gilliman is now entering the sector. He's making a personal trip.
Oh,
with his fleet to-
shit.
He should love what he finds. Oh,
Yeah, he's
I'm
gonna
sure he's
love
such a big
this
fan
shit.
of Cawl.
He's gonna. What's the meme of the guy who he walks in the room with the pizza? And it's
Oh,
like everything's on
okay. I was
fire.
immediately thoughting
that's
that.
totally gonna be Gilliman. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, Gilliman.
Oh.
Shy makes a funny point. It's just a gigantic nerd fight. It's called the Silent King, Imhotep, and Vashtorr all just. Well, Vashtorr just arrived, but
Yeah.
all just kind of beating on each other.
Yeah. Oh, Shy said it's like a slap fight, and it's like, I don't know if
That a slap?
intergalactic
A
dudes-
slap fight? Like, apparently you must have like the god of hand if you're gonna go fucking slap fight. I mean, we have a device that can fucking, just like highlight and delete, and then we got fucking, we got the fucking what was the okay, one of them was the they throw a fucking neutron star, and then they summon a fucking Catan, and then they fucking the tech marine just uses this gravity manipulation tech and crushes the Necrons into atoms. Like, if that what you said, like that's a slap fest, then apparently how does like a fucking like a kick up on that shit? Like, I feel like a kick is just you just end the universe. That's a kick. Jeez.
Day weaponry usage constitutes as a nerd slap fight. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's a little more extreme than that. Right?
Shy, did you just make that?
Wow.
That was so fast.
Make what?
Well, I mean, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Well, it is. I'm very excited. I am our biggest Vashtorr simp. I love her. Mr. Versace, so.
Not you.
Oh, see, now I don't know who. Well, I know who I'm cheering for. It's not Cawl.
Oh, shocking.
Yeah.
But like, there's so many characters that I like here. I like Imitek. I like
Yeah, there's just so
I
many
like
people you really
Zarek
like.
a lot.
Which is, I'm very surprised again that no one has ever covered this story. Like, not even Major Kill, who would like cover this shit. And he has covered a lot of Warhammer, and he hasn't covered this. I haven't even read a title where Cawl versus the Silent King. Like that is a Major Kill like title to use, and he hasn't covered the story. Like, not even Mr. Mr. Bones, only Adeptus Ridiculous, and then LT. I mean, that's the only two I can think of. Like, what I'm presuming and what is being presenting right now. I'm surprised that not much like content creators have ever like covered it. It's very shocking. It's very shocking.
I like Vashtorr a lot. Like, who am I supposed to root for?
You know you're rooting for Vashtorr to just obliterate everything or suck everything up into,
I know you will.
tendrils and drain them dry. You know you're rooting for Vashtorr. Don't play that game.
Shai says, is he still shit on the tabletop? Yes.
We're not on the tabletop right now.
He's so bad. He's so bad.
So bad. But dope mini.
One of the best Chaos minis out there.
And he's
dope
shit.
Mini, so cool. So
absolutely incredible. He's so bad. He's so bad. He could probably go down like 40 points and he would still be bad. Oh my god.
Wow. Ooh, fuck.
It's genuinely shocking.
Yeah, I never played in a tabletop. I don't even know how the tabletop goes, but what I can see is that sometimes they will have these cool ass characters, and then for some reason they're absolute shit. I mean, a good example would be like Mephiston. He's a cool ass character in lore, but he's pretty shit in the tabletop. They just really don't like to transfer their power set in the game. So yeah,
they're just waiting
this
to
is
buff
happening.
Him. They're waiting for the big moment to buff him. When he finds what that key is for, they're gonna just shoot him to the moon.
So in the Blood Angels, there's a character named Captain Tycho. I don't know much about him, but there's also another character you can run called Tycho the Lost. And apparently, it's Captain Tycho is the pre-Blood Rage version or Black Rage version of Tycho the Lost.
Okay.
Okay.
So like you could run like the normal and then the Blood or the Black Rage version of him, the Death Company version of him. But I got my Vashtorr mini, but where's my Vashtorr the Ascended mini?
Yeah, exactly.
Good point. Good point.
That's what when he finds that keyhole,
When he finds the hole.
When he finds the hole, that's the goal.
Every hole's a goal.
And he's gonna ascend once he,
Yeah.
He did it all for the Nookie.
Wow, I hate you so much. I'm ending the episode for that alone.
Oh my god.
You, sir.
What?
You smell terrible.
So you can take that cookie and stick it up your Yuki.
Wow. Wow. What a way to end it off. Oh my god. But yeah, I'm gonna say that was pretty good. We got not only that we got such memorable characters, great action, great appearance, and what will be be happening more in the future. I think that was pretty good. But it was 2 years ago, so I presume that this story already ended, and maybe they didn't like it. Maybe that's why not much people have talked about this story. Maybe it went bad. Sometimes stories, they just go up and then go down. I think maybe that would happen. I don't know. I don't know why no one has ever thought of covering the story. But what do you guys think? Do you guys enjoy this, video? I will leave in the link in the description down below of the original video with Adeptus Ridiculous as well. And yeah, it was a very good, listening these two, talk about this book and showing the crazy shit that's happening and DK fucking Oh my god. Oh man, the way he ended it. Oh shit. But yeah, I will really hope you guys support the podcast, and I really hope that you guys will just give them all the love and attention, love and no, that is it. Just give them all the love that you can, and I'll see what else I could react next. So thank you guys so much, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.